Narducci, and her favorite poem happens to be by Charles Bukowski, The Bluebird. And somebody left a copy of Bukowski's poems in my bar. I took it home, and the bluebird is in it, so I'm going to read it. There's a bluebird in my heart.
And he wants to get out.
That wants to get out. But I'm too tough for him, I say. Stay in there. I'm not going to let anybody see you. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out. But I pour whiskey on him and inhale cigarette smoke. And the whores and the bartenders and the grocery clerks never know that he's in there. There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out. But I'm too tough for him, I say. Stay down. Do you want to mess me up? You want to screw up the works? You want to blow my book sales in Europe? There's a bluebird in my heart that wants to get out. But I'm too clever. I only let him out at night sometimes, when everybody's asleep. I say, I know that you're there, so don't be sad. Then I put him back, but he's singing a little in there. I haven't quite let him die. And we sleep together
Like that.
like that, with our secret pact, and it's nice enough to make a man weep. But I don't weep. Do you?
Oh, God.
Yo, yo.
That is beautiful. Bravo, Bukowski.
Yep. But Kathrine and I were talking about magic the other night, and about taking chances, and about being an artist and finding oneself, and how difficult it is to be an artist. How difficult it is to trust your instincts, your inner soul, or as the abstract expressionists used to say, your inner box. They called that where that energy came from, the inner box.
Wow.
And so we're talking about the magic and the inner box, and about being a true artist like Basquiat. How old were you when you first saw Basquiat? Was it in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the 80s.
And it changed your life, and it sort of propelled you to become a painter. It sort of opened up your doors to being a painter. True?
Absolutely.
Right. Kathrine, will you be so kind to share with us your mother's poem?
Yes, I will. Okay, so from as far away as conceivable, I have come. Like a breeze in the night, I have passed through your soul. My touch is light, almost non-existent, but I am too real to be ignored. Is that some shit or what? A whole book to try to sum up in like 3 paragraphs? That's pretty much brilliant, I think, on my mom's part.
No, it sure was. No, it was really nice.
Yeah. It's 2 loaves of bread, and a traveler goes by, and he stops, and he says, I'm cold, I'm hungry, and I have a long way more to travel. Can I have something to eat? And she said, I only have these 2 loaves of bread left. I'll give you one. And he ate it. And then he said, well, I have another long way to go. Can I have that other loaf? And it was her last loaf, and she said, yeah, you can have it. And he leaves, and she sits by the stream, cold and hungry, and he comes back the next day, and he says to her, with the loaf of bread, and he says, if I give you back this loaf of bread, will you give me what you have inside you that made you give me these loaves of bread.
Wow.
Fuck is happening to the art world?
Yo, downtown Manhattan is like fucking scary.
No, you know what? I think even scarier because I've been in the city all week, like night and day, every night. Like I've been really walking too, on foot, going all around. And I have to tell you, the scariest part is the Upper West Side so far.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, really?
Not just because
Wow.
they put those people in the building. It's just has a very, there's like some kind of
A negative energy.
Like a
I mean, maybe a negative energy, but like an eerie.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess that is negative. It's like
Yep,
an
it
eerie,
is. I mean-
an eerie feeling that I never felt scared going, you know,
No,
walking home late.
I worked at CBS Studios on 57th and 10th, and I loved working there because it's such an awesome neighborhood, like right by Columbus Circle and shit. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I loved working there.
Yeah.
I never had to worry and now it's like I was in the Upper West Side, and I was like, man, this is bad, but I probably wasn't around where you're talking about. But downtown Manhattan, where a couple of my friends live, it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Different kinds of animals.
Yeah.
Two different kinds. It's very weird right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's weird. And you know what? I swear, I was never afraid. I'm not afraid at night to walk around in any neighborhood in New York City.
You
And
grew up in
now,
Harlem.
I do turn around and I like check out my whole surroundings.
Make sure no one's in your footsteps.
You really should do it all the time, but I never did. Now I'm like, I don't trust the energy.
Nope.
It's like,
But the only thing, oh God, the only thing that I love about what's happening is that now you don't barely, if you think about it, and this has nothing to do with racism or I welcome all tourists and people, immigrants, but I love the fact that I'm hearing just more native New Yorkers as opposed to tourists. Where when you walked around New York City before COVID,
forget it.
everything was an accent,
Yeah,
and
different
nobody,
language.
if you stop, because even now, even as a New Yorker, sometimes I go, oh, what train do I have, where, or something, a question, and they'll be like, no, I don't know. And now it's like
everybody.
all New Yorkers, and just the locals, and I love that in a way. I don't love, because I love having the tourists, because then I know the city is, you know, full swing, but I also love the fact that it feels like when I was growing up as a kid, there was always, tourists or whatever, but it was more New Yorkers than tourists back in the day. Now you walk around, of course we all know, it's more tourists than it is New Yorkers. New Yorkers all fled. There's barely,
When people say,
you
oh,
barely are gonna find a born and
anyone
raised New Yorker.
No, when people ask me like, oh my God, you're actually from New York, you're a real New Yorker.
Yes.
I'm like, wow, it's like that. Where like when I worked in television, my post house, 90% of the people were from like the Midwest,
Yes.
California, like South.
Yeah.
But mostly Midwest and out west.
Right. I'm not knocking tourism, and we need it. That's how everything runs, you know.
But still, I'm cool with that too. Just the real
I
New Yorkers
love
here.
it. I just feel like, you know, yesterday, this is a rarity. I got picked up by 2 Italian cab drivers. It's like, hey, where you going? It was like, what?
Holy
Oh
shit.
my God, this is like music.
Like the Twilight Zone.
No, it was like an Italian guy. I go, he goes, no, I'm from Brooklyn. I go, oh, how long have you been driving? He goes, 50 years. I
Oh,
go,
shit.
wow, oh my God. I loved it. When's the
Amazing.
last time you got picked up by an American
Oh,
cab
yeah.
twice? Twice.
Oh, it
Going
is
downtown and coming home.
rare. I just can't believe how wrecked the city is. Like, that's the other thing that me and Easy were talking about.
How quick it went fucking downhill.
Oh my God.
I mean, it is decimated. The city, like, I took footage, like, we went in, like, a week ago, and I was like, yo, I just want B-roll of the city. Can we just, like, roll around? I got off, I hopped on my skateboard, I was just filming the streets. Yo, the filth, all the boarding up, all
But
the
did you shoot
TV.
it when it was dead and closed down?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah, Ricky is the best, Powell. I love him. He calls people cornballs.
Cornball.
That is
That's
the
a good
funniest
one.
thing.
I was a cornball, but that's
He's a
like a really.
cornball.
If someone called me a cornball, I'd be like, damn, man, I must be a fucking herb, man. Shit.
Yeah, you're
that's
a
like
cornball.
Yeah, that's like real, like, that's like calling someone clown shoes, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that shit hurt my feelings, dude. Like, shit. I'm not cool with that.
Yeah, cornball and clown shoes.
Yeah, it's like when someone calls you chief.
Clown
Yeah.
shoes? You think I got big feet?
Bro, dude, that's one of my favorite
Let me tell
ones.
you
Look
something.
at that big propeller. Look at that propeller.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's from a boat, right?
Yep.
Right, the tunnel.
The tunnel limelight.
Oh my god.
All
Do you
that
want to hear the
shit.
best story? My friend Bianca and her husband goes, come on, we're gonna go to this club on which street was the tunnel on? Yeah, and all of a sudden, this is when rap was just
Coming
like
out.
Sugar Hill.
Here you go.
Check this out.
So-
We go to this club,
Phone's right
right?
here.
And all of a sudden the door.
Make a right up here, Brennan.
Rap
Make a right.
wasn't mainstream yet. Rap
Okay.
was like, we walk into the tunnel, and all of a sudden they go, there's a live singer tonight, and who's on the fucking stage? Singing Biggie Smalls.
Get the
Yeah.
fuck out.
No, and everybody's doing, and I see a seat, we're up on top and we're looking down at the crowd of people dancing, and this Puerto Rican kid who I set the biggest crush on, Albert, he goes to me, I said, what is this? It was like, the doors open and he was like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah." And I was
Oh
like,
my god.
what is this? I knew it was great, but I didn't know what it was. And Biggie was up there dancing, and everybody was like this in the crowd. I swear to God, they were going 1, 2, 1, 2. That was the dance. 1, 2. So I said to this kid Albert, I go, how do you dance to this? He goes, just follow me. And he goes, hold my waist. And I swear to God, I held his waist, and we were like, I was like, this is so cool. And it was fucking Biggie
You
Smalls.
got to see Biggie.
It was amazing.
Yeah, I'm super jealous. That's my all.
It was crazy.
That's the king of rap.
But he was nobody. He was just some rapper. This is like, he was just,
That's so cool, man. Is that the only time you ever saw him?
yeah.
But damn.
It was
Once is enough.
crazy.
Wow. That's so cool.
That's
And where
awesome.
did you say that was, Kathrine?
That was the tunnel.
Damn.
And
we-
because I remember when the doors open, you know, you always heard a song you knew when you got into the
Yeah,
club, and it would be
yeah,
like,
you go,
wow,
oh,
it's
shit.
and I remember it was like da 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 da. It was that song. I can't even think of the name of it. And I was like, what is this? I like this.
Amazing.
It was magical.
That's so cool. What an awesome story.
Yeah, and everybody was going back and forth like it was 2-2, 2-2, 2-2. He's like, just go like this. I remember we were like, oh my God, it like right away because it was easy. And it was just like, wow, this is fucking cool. And it was packed.